Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Darkest Dungeon. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to record some Darkest Dungeon, continue that along here. We're gonna go in the back row. So I sent off Bond, Mint, and Thora into the sanitarium to get a little bit of treatment, sort them out a bit. So we'll take the three new classes, and Aurora, she's kind of our go-to, and head back into the cove and progress towards the boss. Oh, this is going to be our first time using a firewood, or a first time camping with these characters, so first time they're in a long mission. So we're going to take a lot of food. Take a couple of extra shovels because we can use them for chests. Take a lot of bandages. We haven't found anything for herbs. I'll take two anyway. A couple keys. And a lot of torches. This is probably over preparing, but better to be safe than sorry. It's going to cost us 8,000. It's pretty pricey. So yeah, again, I apologize if I sound a little nasally or otherwise weird. I'm still getting over a cold. I feel a little better than I did yesterday, but it's obviously still very much here.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Ah, the smell of rotting fish. Fortunately, in real life, I couldn't be able to smell that right now. 90% of rooms, so what we can do is we can skip two of these. So we'll skip this one behind us, and we'll probably skip the one to the north at that next fork. Ooh, this is new. Eerie coral. Herbs? Ah, yes, okay, good. That was a good, oh, nervous quirk removed. Oh, that is really good. So now we know we have a way of removing bad quirks in here. Man, those traps are brutal.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
I do have the plus 50% scouting also, so hopefully we won't encounter too many of those traps along the way. I'm not sure what this is. Brackish tide pool. I bet this is an anti-venom. I'm gonna try an herb. Yeah, I bet it's anti-venom and I don't have any. Oh, we get a buff. Whoa. Plus 33% for most resistances until camp. Nice. I really like that scene in the background. And as I mentioned in the last video, I would still want to continue Jotun and all that, but it's gonna have to wait until my more over this cold. I can sit down for longer recording sessions and whatnot, spending probably the vast majority of my day in bed. Fortunately, I have the luxury to be able to do that right now, but it's not a lot of fun, needless to say. Alright, here we go. First combat. 4 groupers. We surprise them. Easy peasy. Might as well take a stun on one of these guys. Buy ourselves some even more time and retribution. Mass bleed. I like that that does more than 1 damage, just as a general thing there. Do suppressing fire. That should all debuff them all too. Just got high debuff chance in the back row. Yeah, sure, go ahead and attack him all you want.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, who's next? Speed is pretty low on a lot of these characters too, unfortunately. I wonder if we can do guard chains. Like if we have, I'm not gonna be able to figure it out in this combat, I don't think, but if I had Russell guard him and I had him guard someone else. Does that actually work? Gotta clear these corpses here. So actually I want to see what happens in terms of the actual buffs. Our Houndmaster gets another turn. We'll guard him again. He's very, very, very slow.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah, so if we do guard dog. Oh, it fails. Okay, so we can't do that. We can't actually do guard chains. It's actually really, really important information.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, so that was an experiment. It cost me a little bit there, but it wasn't so bad. Alright, got one of these thralls. We haven't seen them explode yet, and I'm kind of hoping never to see them explode, because I get the feeling it's going to be a lot of damage if it happens. We missed. That sucks. We did get the riposte still, though. Wow, nice crit. That does a lot of stress, though. Good, so that one's gone. Doesn't leave a corpse. Their debuff, that's accuracy and crits. Stack these bleeds up. Around 2 per turn. Oh, lethargy. That's a bummer. What did that give? Oh, it's a disease. -4 speed. Ugh. Let's try to stun this guy again. Low chance, but I had a hit.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Good dodge. I might as well finish these off. Oh wow, we missed. Let's see. You bellow will actually do some damage. Yeah, there we go. Debuffs dodge and speed. Now we can just go straight on the offensive for this guy. He's gonna bleed out in a few turns anyway. She can get a little healing back. 3 is not bad. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to bola here. And it doesn't really matter what I do here. Might as well do a rampart, just in case. Alright, we should be able to open this safely. Oh, it's trapped.
And driven into the mud.
We resisted, though. I like that it gives you the resist thing there, too. I'm sure that's an update that happened a while ago, but it's nice that you can see that there would have been something, so you know for the future. We got the Thrall, Stinger, Grouper. They're surprised. This is going to be super easy combat, I think. We could bellow, lower their speed. It's actually a good idea here because it'll give me more chances to get more turns in before they're done being surprised, I think. Yeah, they're just now taking their turns, so that kind of worked out. I don't know how long you have to wait for these things to explode. Maybe it's something that doesn't happen until the later difficulties. Like they only show up in champion missions and things like that where they explode. He's got the runs, that's a bummer. And he's stunned. That's real bad for a lot of reasons. Man, -20 dodge, -10% max HP, that is awful. He's definitely gonna need to get that cured. Nice. Can we just use medicinal herbs to cure diseases? No. Can also be applied to a hero to eliminate combat debuffs. I actually didn't know that. That's fairly new. Right, so this was a shovel. There we go. We get another shovel out of it. Shovels only stacked 4? Sure, I knew that. No room combat. Haven't needed to camp yet either. I mean, if I camp at the end, that's fine also. Just reduce stress. We're gonna need some people in this team to hit the sanitarium and such afterwards, though, for disease cures.
The match is struck.
Again, staying in the light. Eventually I want to get back to doing dark runs again, because I find that a little more exciting and profitable. But for new characters, it's way too risky. Alright, so we don't have to go up there. And then we will have to backtrack once. We'll go to that left of the fork down below.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted,
and
purpose is made clear.
That'll be our one backtracking. That should be enough rooms. I think missing 2. Here, will give me the 90%. Not a lot of things in these rooms, like shrines and such. This one was like blight or whatever. You know what? It cured like a disease though, didn't it? Let's try it on him. Oh. UI. Minus 25% virtue chance. That's not terrible, but that's still pretty bad. There we go. We got a couple of brawlers in here. I think I saw in a patch on that ghouls can show up in here too, which is kind of scary. These guys don't do a lot of damage. How much bleed do they do? 1 damage per. It's not bad. It's gonna stack though, and it's a crit. Alright, so he definitely needs some direct healing. We did get a crit there, even though it was weak, but at least we got the riposte triggering. There you go. You get some healing. How do I want to handle this? We could snipe the back. Yeah, let's just take out the shaman. I think that's better than leaving it alive. Just in case it decides to buff or heal, that would be pretty bad. Alright, let's counter bleed here. So we've got 2 damage each on those. A lot of emphasis on damage over time now, it seems too, which I like. So that guy's dead next turn. Oh, that guy's dead right now. Yeah, we'll just yell at him. There you go. Peace. Alright, we get another shovel and another torch. More shovels than I know what to do with here.
They can be beaten.
You need to eat. And in fact, worth bandaging you? Yeah. Alright, he can eat up. He can eat up. Should be good. We have probably way too much food at this point, but... So this would be an empty area. Okay, this was medicinal herb. Let's try it with Mortain. Nice. It got rid of the runs. That's actually super awesome. It means we actually don't necessarily need to. I mean, 25% virtue chance debuff is bad, but it's not unmanageable. I could take him 2 more missions with that. Essentially, it's only an issue if he ever hits stress cap, which ideally you don't hit. So that's actually super good. I really like how the cove kind of is definitely a buildup of the other areas. There's pretty much a little bit of everything in here. I think that's pretty cool. That's not just another themed area, but it's definitely kind of like a combination of what you've been through so far. I imagine the Darkest Dungeon itself, eventually when that comes out, is going to be very similar to that. That same level of progression. 2 hunger events in a row is fine. We got a lot of food. Alright, we can bust this down.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
And we do have room combat here. And then we'll only have 1 more room to go. 1 more hallway, 1 more room. We have an acolyte in here. Okay. That's going to go right away. I don't want mass stress happening here if possible. Nice dodge. Yeah, we'll hit her. And we'll guard up here. Good. Yeah, attack him all you want. Especially if he's going to crit. Now I have move resist on her. Yeah, so that was good. Alright, so that one's dead. Fortunately, the corpse did not get the bleed. Just go for damage here. And not quite a lot, but enough to feel okay about it. Ooh, those dodges hurt though. Kind of counting on that to finish off the shaman. Yep, that's fine. Again, attack him all you want. This thing's probably gonna heal. Oh no, it's gonna do the damage buff on the acolyte. That's kind of a weird choice. There's a lot of accuracy though, which is a little concerning. Alright, that's definitely gonna hit. 15 stress. Now let's torch up. And I might do bellow actually, because that might finish off a couple of these. They all dodge. How do you dodge a yell exactly? There we go. Alright, so these two, I think these two are dead regardless, so let's just heal. They're gonna bleed out next turn. Yeah. And doesn't really matter what we do here. So that doesn't actually do any damage. That's actually kind of what I was curious about. Nice, very good. Wow, a lot of money from that. 1,300 gold from that one combat. So this is it. We don't have any more combat for the rest of this mission. We are safe. You might as well bandage up. Use a shovel. Oh, that was very, very stupid.
An indefatigable purpose.
I forgot that if you click that like that, that is not. We figure out what's. All right. Yeah, that was very, very stupid. I clicked the confirm button instead of the shovel button. So we definitely need to camp here. You can probably sell back the campfire, but
circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
See what we can do for stress reduction. That would cost 4. It's not. I don't think any of them are religious though. Just do a lot of encouraging. Well, we might as well try this because I think it's worth 2 encourages even if none of them are religious. So let's try it. Yeah. Okay, that was worth it. So we'll do courage on you. We'll do it again because she's kind of our most important here. And then do that again, and then we'll do that. So that's pretty good. That's all of our points. Everybody's in pretty good shape, and we'll just leave the mission. See what we get here.
This twisted
I'm gonna let this count up.
Seems almost traversable.
Even though that flash is not doing well with my head right now, but see how much we got. So we got 6,000 plus the 4,500. So we actually made a small profit on that. Not much of one, but that's good enough for me. Gets Tippler, that's fine. Deadly is kind of nice. She gets Oh, but it's okay. Curious, not great, but quick draw is pretty good.
My obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
So, it looks like next time we can go after the captivating siren, and this will be our first boss fight in the cove, and it'll give us a very rare trinket relic also. So, that's pretty interesting. It's not a great one, but it's okay. So, yeah, we'll do that next time and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, apologies for sounding a little off. Got my cold here and being a little slower on videos, but hopefully that'll be done tomorrow or the day after. And, yeah, click like if you liked the video. Helps a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you soon.